wieder groß machen, damit du kleiner aussiehst. Hi there, it's Friday, it's live stream time. Next to me is sitting my beautiful colleague Shu. Nice to meet you, Shu. And I'm Stefan.
For that very, very beautiful introduction. We are sitting here in our live stream and we want to talk about what exactly?
We're going to talk about the phones that you're going to see in the next weeks, so in the near future, because we've seen quite a few new Android smartphones on the market from the big players, Samsung, Sony, Huawei also. But as you know, there's a lot of competition out there, and there's quite a few manufacturers that are about to announce their new models literally right now, or like in the next 1-2 weeks.
Let's start off with the first ones who are coming into the market, at least for certain markets. 19th of April, there is someone releasing or holding an event. Should we start chronologically with China?
Yeah, you just did.
In China, which is basically a sneak peek for the international version of the Honor possibly 10.
Possibly 10, yeah. That's how Honor, like the Huawei brand, as you might know, Honor has been doing it for the last, I think, 2 years. They announced a new phone first in China, and then similar or like identical a few weeks later in Europe and globally.
Yeah. What do you think about the Honor 10? Will it be some kind of mixture between a Mate 10 and View 10? So basically just rebranded Huawei P20? Or will they have some kind of unique features in there which the bigger company doesn't have?
Normally the unique feature in the Honor phones is that they are almost identical to the Huawei models, maybe a little bit less in some minor aspects, but a lot cheaper. But now the P20 is not on sale like for more than 2 or 3 weeks. So this is kind of close, even closer than they did before. But I still think it's going to be like more or less Huawei P20 or a mixture between the P20 and the P20 Pro. I'm almost sure we're not going to see the triple cam on the new Honor phone. I'm almost sure about that. But the rest might be more or less similar. Yeah. Design-wise, of course not. It's going to be held in the Honor family.
Yeah. Here. You saw just a picture of the Honor 10, possibly Honor 10, and it has somehow a color version displayed which is almost similar to the Huawei P20 Pro, the Twilight version, just with one minor change that the color changes is not horizontally, it is vertically.
Exactly. It's going from left to right and not from top to bottom. If it looks like the picture you've just seen, I would still be pretty enthusiastic about it because it looks really nice in my opinion.
Yeah.
Also, the Twilight version of the P20 Pro looks nice, and this is like going in the same direction, keeping it in a kind of Honor design, but still, of course, relating it to the Huawei phone.
Yeah. Technically, we can suggest that the Honor will have somehow the internal stuff of the P20 or the Mate 10, so the Kirin 970 with the NPU. Yeah. Okay, what is inside and RAM or internal storage, that is flexible, how they can arrange that.
What do you think, notch or no notch in the display?
That is a tough question, but at least there were some kind of leaked images which shows a notch, but as Honor is also using the EMUI software version, it can be hidden in a black bar.
Yeah, but you would see that, I think. I mean, if you look at the P20 Pro, if you blend out the notch, you see it.
honestly, I don't care.
Me neither, but
Notch or not notch.
I kind of like the notch, I have to be honest.
Yeah. And everybody wants to have the full screen display on the front. So where do you want to hide the camera and the speaker?
Exactly.
Okay, there is one manufacturer who has chosen a different placement for the camera. That is Xiaomi with the Mi Mix 2 and Mi Mix 2S, where they place it in an awkward space on the bottom of the smartphone.
Then you still don't have a full screen display.
Yeah, you have got...
you've got a bigger chin down there. But
yeah, the chin is a little bit bigger there. But on the same day...
Same day?
Yeah.
All right.
On the same day, there's another one presenting something. Still not officially announced what smartphone they are releasing or smartphone series they are releasing, but at least we know that at the 19th of April that Motorola is holding an event in Sao Paulo, South America.
Almost forgot about it. Yeah. They have been focused pretty massively on the South American market recently.
Yeah.
So it does make sense for them to show it off there. So we're going to see the G6 series maybe, or is it maybe Moto X, Moto Z?
No, it's basically all the rumors are saying that the Moto G6 will come in 3 versions. So the normal Moto G6, the G6 Play, and then obviously the G6 Plus.
Okay.
The both smaller version, the Play and the normal G6 will somehow equipped with the Snapdragon 4 series and the bigger one with the Snapdragon 6 series. This is the Moto G6 Plus, what you are now seeing, and obviously it is in the trending 2x1 format. So yeah, but still on the bottom, they've got the fingerprint sensor.
Yeah, I still like it to be there, to be honest. And yeah, I don't have anything against like a little bit of bezels because if you only have screen on the front, it has some disadvantages too.
Which will be the notch.
No, but consider, for example, gaming, where you can easily like reach part of the screens that you might not even want, and you will not have speakers facing to the front, and you can't unlock it with the fingerprint if it's lying on the surface. I kind of like it to have it on the front.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Unless we can finally place it under the glass. Now, of course, we can, but not as good as the dedicated sensor so far, apparently. So until then, I'd stick with the one at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so basically Motorola, I've talked to them during the MWC a little bit. At the moment, they're focusing a lot on the mid-range smartphones and the entry level. The high-end, they said, the mid-range phones are usually almost capable to do the stuff which the high-end smartphone can also do.
Yeah.
So you won't recognize a lot difference in the daily usage, just in benchmarks and extremely games like PUBG, maybe, and the highest detail settings, or other games.
I would even agree to that to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It's not wrong. What else we got? We got Honor, we got Motorola. Is that it?
Honor,
No.
Motorola, then we are close to May. In
Are we
May,
still-
obviously, there was an official announcement of a presentation day at least from, let's test you. Which company? South Korea.
South Korea. Oh yeah, and it's even in New York City.
Yeah.
LG.
LG.
They even said it's going to be the G7, right? The G7.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know.
Compliance.
Yeah, LG is back after not releasing anything on Mobile World Congress.
Oh, they released something for sure, and that was the V30S.
Yeah, nothing.
With the
less.
AI-enabled camera.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So yeah, we're going to see the G7 then. I sincerely hope that it brings LG a little bit back on track, because they have been suffering a bit, if you ask me.
Yeah, they're still suffering quite a lot, I think, and basically, I forgot to turn my smartphone off. That will I do You can talk further on.
No, that's fine. I don't want to interrupt your conversations there.
No. So basically, there was a bigger change in the company structure. They got a new president of the mobile section since last year, November, end of November. There was a change, and they also rearranged all their strategy. They said, okay, we will also focus on some further development in stepwise for the hardware and software, and I think that was yesterday, where they also announced, okay, we have got now a separated software office department. We will be focusing on software testing and releasing them timely as soon as possible.
Begs the question, why didn't you have that before? There was no one taking care of timely updates? I don't know.
I think there was a time where the G4, G5 series was there, where they have at least the first update, when the biggest changes came from Google. They were almost the first one who released Nougat and stuff like that, I think.
That's nice.
Nowadays it's pretty slow. The V30 is still waiting for Android Oreo. The G6 is also waiting, but there at least they're saying, okay, it's not coming in the summer, it's coming earlier.
Yeah, but we already did.
Yeah, we are almost in May. It's pretty late. Other manufacturers are faster.
Speaking of other manufacturers, who's next? Or who else are we
now we are
expecting
coming into the guessing game.
Yeah. Who's missing? Who's missing? What do you got there? Is that a OnePlus? No. No, what is it?
It can be the OnePlus because it comes from the same company structure.
From BBK, right?
BBK is the mother company of Oppo, and also somehow related to OnePlus. It's not officially said, and you cannot follow the strings there, but at least, they are very, very similar in certain things.
So in this year, it's their new model, which is called the Oppo.
The OnePlus 6. No. This is the Oppo R15. I'm not sure if it is the Plus version or not the Plus version. Because one has the MediaTek chip in there, and the Plus version has a Snapdragon 6 series in there. But we can guess already from this one, or at least see similarities from the future between Oppo devices and OnePlus devices, especially on the camera side.
Dual camera, of course.
Yeah, dual camera. This one should have the setup of the upcoming OnePlus 6.
Okay.
Luca is already testing the camera, and hopefully he will release pretty soon his final verdict of the camera of the R15 from Oppo, so that we can already have a sneak peek on the OnePlus 6 camera setup. Software-wise, there are differences for sure. Design-wise, there will be also differences, as we have already seen now in the picture. The so beloved slider on the OnePlus 5 or any OnePlus smartphone is changing.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I actually like the slider so far, and I think most of the OnePlus fans actually do like it. So we'll see what Carl Pei and his crew have in store. Yeah,
but at least on the picture, there you can see a OnePlus 5T on top, and underneath they are already saying that it's a OnePlus 6 there. The slider is on a different place. It's not in the same place where you have used to.
It's on the other side, right?
Yeah, and there are rumors going on that the slider will be also used for, I think it was a zoom in the camera of the smartphone, so you can, like a physical camera, you can zoom with the slider. Yeah.
We got one more name on the list though, and it's also mentioned in the comments here, apparently by Butterbabe.
Butterbabe.
HTC But we're also in the guessing area here, right? Because there has been no official announcements of any kind.
Still also no leaks on any kind of when and where the launch event could be held. So now we are really strong in the guessing game. So I would guess end of May, middle of May.
I would guess end of May would be like something for the launch date. I think the presentation would be a bit earlier.
So in the 1 week between the 2nd and the middle of May, there is a Google I/O. Obviously, no manufacturer will release any kind of smartphone there, except maybe Google themselves.
True.
So there will be, the guessing game continues, but the name should be?
I think it's going to be U12 if I'm not anything.
Do you think it will be one version or two versions?
At least
two. The U11 has two versions. The U11 normal version and the U11 Plus.
And the U11 Live.
Yeah, okay.
I think they're gonna stick with this because it worked out quite well apparently. Mm-hmm. But they might do it the same way and shoot out the Plus version later. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But that's like, I don't know, a rough guess. I don't have anything to...
It's a little bit tricky on HTC side to guess if it will be two versions or one version. At least when they said they will focus on a smaller amount of smartphones, it could also mean that they are reducing it on one flagship, maybe. That is also a possibility there. But what do you expect from the HTC U12?
I think they're gonna
camera, dual camera, one camera.
Edge sense, of course. I don't think they're gonna change much on the design because that's still kind of new from last year. Mm-hmm. The liquid design. I think it's gonna be a minor upgrade, to be honest.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Okay. At least on the leaked images from one manufacturer of cases, we can already see if it's correct, if it's really showing off the U12. So you have to handle it with care. The dual camera on the back side and also dual camera on the front side for a Chinese manufacturer, not that fancy. Dual camera on the front.
No, we've seen that before.
Yeah, we've seen that before on several other manufacturer side. I forgot one company.
Which one? We need to hurry a little bit too. Which one?
HMD Global.
But they announced
they announced it
a range of phones.
It's rolling out to the market, so you can actually buy them pretty soon in the market. So there will be somehow, I think it was 4 Android One phones.
All right, yeah.
Android One. And
Nokia
One, Nokia 6 2018, Nokia 7 Plus, and Nokia 8 Scirocco.
Yeah. Plus,
later on in May, the fancy one, the banana phone.
Yeah, of course.
Nokia 8110. So these are the phones which are obviously coming pretty soon to the market or will be announced, at least for the Nokia phones. They had been announced and they're rolling out now. If you suggest any other smartphone vendors, maybe Vivo or other smaller companies, you can also write it into the comments, discuss that, and we will see you next week. Either this setup or other editors from Android Pit. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and like it and share it and follow us on the social network. Otherwise, there are pretty interesting articles coming out at the weekend on androidpit.com.
Definitely.
So,
check it out.
Check it out. See ya.
See ya.